Hello, I'm Danny. We're going to do this presentation today as if we're just following along, studying together. It won't be me just narrating. I will pause and read a little bit and think about it and talk about it. And hopefully you'll pause on the pages that you need to review things as well, and maybe even rewind a little bit, or as we do in YouTube nowadays, we just click further back on the timeline to reverse now. So ununennium, the 119th element, at least proposed, which means of course it'll have 119 protons, an unknown number of neutrons, and obviously 119 electrons. Let's say that over. It should have 119 protons, an unknown number of neutrons, and 119 electrons. So ununennium, also known as ecafrancium, or element 119, is a hypothetical element. It has the symbol UUE and atomic number 119. Ununennium and UUE are the temporary systematic IUPAC name and symbol respectively, which are used until the element has been discovered, confirmed, and a permanent name is decided upon. In the periodic table of elements, it is expected to be an S-block element. Let's take a look at that. So these are the S blocks, or the S block, excuse me. And it's expected to probably be in right here in the row on its in the column and in this row by itself, I believe. The last one that was synthesized is 118. Now, all of these back to 104 and then 103 all the way back to 95 don't exist unless we synthesize them. At least here on Earth, they don't exist. So 95 through 118 don't exist unless we synthesize them. And then they only last for a few seconds or less than that. Here's some videos that we have on our channel that compelled us to make a more comprehensive video. These were some shorts, and we did have a regular long as well, but I don't see that here. Let's just watch this one first. Element 119, also known as UUE, is a hypothetical alkali metal that has not been synthesized. The last element that was synthesized and existed for way less than a second was element 118. Element 119. And so at the end of this video, if I remember, we'll play the rest of these just to make sure that we're catching all of the information that we had in the previous videos into this video. So looking in this little column here, which is kind of a summary column, pronunciation will be ununennium. Ununennium. I was pretty close. ecafrancium. So, to answer our question, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's going to go here. There won't be anything here yet until it's synthesized. Group 1 hydrogen and alkali metals. S block. Melting point 273 to 303 degrees Kelvin. That's 0 to 30 degrees centigrade. 32 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Boiling point 630 degrees centigrade and 1166 degrees Fahrenheit. Ununinium has not yet been synthesized, so there is no experimental data, and a standard atomic weight cannot be given. Like all synthetic elements, it would have no stable isotopes. For those of you that don't know what an isotope is, that's a different number of, it's the same element with a different number of neutrons. So each of the same element that has a different number of neutrons is a different isotope. And usually the one that's in the periodic table is the most common isotope. For example, hydrogen. This hydrogen that's shown is actually has no neutrons because that's the most stable isotope, I believe. And so it has one proton and one electron. No neutrons. If it does have a neutron, it's called deuterium. If it has two neutrons, it's called tritium. Deuterium is the hydrogen that creates heavy water, H2O, but with a deuterium atom. In other words, a hydrogen atom with one neutron. And pause on these pages to read them. I did a little search on Google Gemini and asked where will element 119 most likely be synthesized and when. And when I say where, I mean where on Earth. Element 119 is most likely to be synthesized at the Riken Nishina Center for Accelerator-Based Science in Japan, which is currently leading the search using the Garis 2 separator. How Japan took the lead in the race to discover element 119. This is an article from January 24, 2025. After a breakdown in U.S.-Russia relations, Riken finds itself ahead of its rivals, and Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory chases element 120. At the start of the new year, nuclear chemist Hiromitsu Haba and Morimoto slide precisely 119 Japanese yen into the collection box at their local shrine. They are seeking good fortune in their hunt for an elusive entity, element 119. The periodic table looks complete, but it isn't. The race is on to discover the table's next row of elements, starting with element 119 and 120. Japan hopes to produce element 119, one atom at a time, using its powerful custom-built facility at the Riken Nishina Center for Accelerator-Based Science. Geopolitics and shifting national priorities have caused competitors, a German institute, and a collaboration between the U.S. and Russia to fall behind, leaving Japan's path to victory seemingly wide open. Meanwhile, despite the breakdown of the U.S.-Russia collaboration, the search for element 120 continues at the U.S.'s Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory, where proof of concept experiments are underway. Again, this is an old article from more than a year ago. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end the end this video at this point. We're going to go ahead and watch the rest of these videos. Thank you for watching.
Welcome to American Northwest Magazine. Please subscribe and go to the description and click on the link for the full-length video. Element 119, also known as ununenium, does not exist yet. It is perhaps the next element to be synthesized. Element 118 was synthesized and existed for significantly less than 1 second, but that allowed it to be entered onto the periodic table as the element with the highest number of protons. So how many neutrons will element number 119 have? Scientists are still figuring that out, aiming for around 177 to 179. It will probably exist for significantly less than 1 second as well. Researchers are gearing up for the challenge, hoping to create it in the next few years. When they do, they'll smash lighter atoms together in particle accelerators at insane speeds. Ununenium is predicted to be a super heavy metal, possibly radioactive, with unique properties. Welcome to American Northwest Magazine. Please subscribe and go to the description and click. Welcome to American Northwest Magazine. Please subscribe. After watching this, go to the description and click on the link for the full-length video. Element 119, also known as ununenium, does not exist yet. It is perhaps the next element to be synthesized. Element 118 was synthesized and existed for significantly less than 1 second, but that allowed it to be entered onto the periodic table as the element with the highest number of protons. So, how many neutrons will element number 119 have? Scientists are still figuring that out, aiming for around 177 to 179. It will probably exist for significantly less than 1 second
I
as
think
well.
this video
Researchers are gearing up for the challenge,
is
hoping to
the
create
second
it in
edition
next
of the
few years.
previous one.
When they do, they'll smash lighter atoms together in particle accelerators at insane speeds. Ununenium is predicted to be a super heavy metal, possibly radioactive, with unique properties. Welcome to American Northwest Magazine. Please subscribe. After watching this,
scientists have been trying to create it in labs since 2018. The main stage for these attempts has been Japan, where dedicated teams have been working tirelessly to bring this elusive element to life. and the race is heating up with upcoming attempts planned in Russia and China. It's a global effort, a testament to the relentless pursuit of knowledge that defines the scientific community. But what makes ununenium so fascinating? It's not just its elusive nature, it's the properties that this element is expected to have. You see, ununenium's properties are predicted to be influenced by something called relativistic effects. This could lead to some unique and interesting behavior. For example, it's expected to show oxidation states of +1, +3, and +5. To put it in simpler terms, ununenium could interact with other elements in ways we've never seen before. This could open up new doors in our understanding of chemistry and the universe itself. Ununenium's properties, influenced by scientists have been trying to create it in labs since 2018. The main stage.
Welcome to American Northwest Magazine. Please subscribe. After watching this, go to the description and click on the link for the full-length video. Element 119, also known as ununenium, does not exist yet. It is perhaps the next element to be synthesized. Element 118 was synthesized and existed for significantly less than 1 second, but that allowed it to be entered.
Yeah, this might be one of another editions of that original video, so bear with us. I think we have 1 or 2 more videos after this.
Onto the periodic table as the element with the highest number of protons. So how many neutrons will element number 119 have? Scientists are still figuring that out, aiming for around 177 to 179. Isotopes are variants of a particular chemical element that have different numbers of neutrons. This means they have the same number of protons but different atomic masses. Understanding isotopes is crucial in predicting the properties and stability of new elements like ununenium. It will probably exist for significantly less than 1 second as well. Researchers are gearing up for the challenge, hoping to create it in the next few years. When they do, they'll smash lighter atoms together in particle accelerators at insane speeds. Ununenium is predicted to be a super heavy metal, possibly radioactive, with unique properties.